Welcome back to the Gentlemen's Club podcast. Did that sound?
This is the earliest edit I think I will ever have to do, and no one's ever gonna know about it.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
It is episode 58.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
I know I'm right.
Shit.
Yeah, I'm on one.
I'll take it.
I'm Amanda. Hi, everybody.
No way.
I know. To my right.
It's your boy Cardell. What's going on, y'all?
And in the back.
Hi guys, it's Zach.
Hi, everybody. How are you?
How you doing?
Hi, guys.
Oh man, how are you? Highly blessed and favored as always.
Life is beautiful, man. Life is beautiful. We'll keep it just around there, I guess.
Yeah. Yes.
So something interesting came across my timeline.
While we were thinking of things to talk about.
Right, yeah.
There was nothing.
Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot, to be real with you. But something very interesting came across my timeline, and me personally, was curious on how you guys felt about it. I sent that into the group chat.
I think it is Ashton's mission to try to trigger me every episode.
Yeah.
No, I'm with that. No, that's perfect. If I can pull emotion out of anybody, I'm with it. Let's do it.
I'm just triggered.
Yeah, that's tough.
In my life.
Do you have that clip, sir?
I do.
All right. I know you're not looking forward to playing it, but
I'm not as worried about this one.
okay. All right, go ahead.
Had a guy get me a Benz before and put me in a loft space and, set my whole life up differently than what it was normally. And I feel like if you brought me to this level, and then we didn't work out, but we're still friends, we didn't have beef and no one cheated. It was just didn't work out. But I still, I wasn't going to move from my space because it didn't work out. I wasn't going to give him back my car because I'm not going to downgrade my lifestyle because me and you are no longer together. And I just feel like if you put me in this space and that was under your budget, then what's the difference now? You know what I mean?
You were my girl.
All right. Thoughts so far?
I was like, you guys, who wants to go first?
Okay.
I can go first too, but I don't know.
I'm gonna give you your ISO.
Yeah.
We gonna give you your ISO.
Mm-hmm.
All right. From the outside looking in, there is
No, be honest. Yeah,
I can't participate in any of these activities. But it seems that there is a lot of entitlement when it comes to the upper echelons of life. So if I find a girl and she's super attractive and she's either at a lower or higher level, we can flip this either way, right? She's not doing as successful in life as I am, and I choose to upgrade her. You come with me. You're my girl now. This is how we're living. This is how we're doing things. And then we separate.
This is now how
I'm living. And you got to figure it out.
I will say this in a petty way.
Okay.
I'm taking the light bulbs up.
Yo.
Hey, them smart light bulbs. Hold on, real quick. Hold on.
Right. Those
Let me take those out real quick.
those are mine.
That's how petty I am.
Okay.
But as far as this, if the car is in my name, if the apartment is in my name, if I furnish the motherfucker,
Right.
and we're no longer together, the payments are stopping.
Yeah.
I understand that you don't want to have to lose all these experiences that you've felt.
Right.
How do I say this without sounding like a dick?
Be a dick.
Those perks are a benefit of being with me.
Right.
You don't get the benefits of being with me if we're not together. I don't care if we're not together on good terms, whatever the case may be, et cetera, et cetera.
Right.
I'm not responsible for taking care of you when we are no longer together. And to expect that from me, it's a little crazy.
Okay. There's a point that I want to come back to, but Amanda, you have your ISO. Feel free.
James Harden at the top of the key.
Okay.
Pump fake.
Here's the thing. I have a problem with you want something out of this relationship. A man wants a beautiful woman.
Okay.
Most rich men
Right.
want a beautiful young woman who is going to be literally like dressed to the nines and beautiful with all kinds of plastic surgery. That's what they want. I'm being stereotypical here.
Sure.
Compliance and whatnot.
There is an exchange of goods there. You want a beautiful young woman, and I, right, or the beautiful young woman wants money.
Right.
It is not fair that when one of those things, like, you can't decide, like, she's getting nothing out of this now. Like, I get what she's saying. Like, I don't agree with, like, oh, now you should fund my lifestyle. But that is the problem with that type of relationship. Because
When it's transactional.
no, but that's the problem. These people, guys want these young, beautiful women, and they want to pay for them when they're together. They
Right.
want to treat them right when they're together,
Right.
and all this shit. But then when it comes down to it, oh, now she's nothing to me, and you're going to toss her to the side. That's not how it works. If you want a beautiful young woman with plastic surgery and you want her dressed to the nines, you have to take ownership over that.
Okay.
And what she was saying,
I'm so glad we had this conversation.
what she was saying is that, like, she's saying you knew I was poor. This is what she was saying in this clip.
Right.
You knew I was poor when you came up, and then you gave me a car, you gave me a house, you gave me all these things, and you can see on the clip, you guys can't see it, but she is gorgeous and she has a beautiful body, right?
Okay.
And now you're gonna take all this away from me because I'm not serving you? That is the problem I have.
That serving thing.
I
man.
don't agree with this at all. However, I don't agree with that relationship. I think it is totally wrong to expect a woman to be beautiful, gorgeous, have all these surgeries, and have Louis Vuitton heels on all the time. And then when you guys break up, you toss her to the side, and all this funding that you were giving her, you means nothing now because she gave you something.
Right.
There was an exchange
yeah,
of goods there.
Yeah, for sure. You guys had an agreement. It worked out a certain
And that's
way.
bullshit.
Okay.
So the exchange of goods, we can't say that the exchange of goods, he was getting something, she was getting something, but now that he's not getting something,
Right.
he's still on the hook to give her something?
No, I don't agree with him funding her, but I don't agree with that, like after the fact funding her. However, I do understand the problem with this situation. She was poor. He knew that and paid for everything, and that was okay, him paying for everything. And then now you're saying, oh, now I have no income, no house, no car, and you're leaving me in the dumps.
Okay. Now check this out. So I understand the whole idea of it's almost like you're dangling the carrot, right? As long as I'm with you.
And I look like this. Because
Right.
if she got fat, he'd dump her in a heartbeat.
That's another conversation that I want to address at a later point in time.
And also, I just want to point out, too, nobody cheated in this situation. That's what she
Right.
said.
It's a clean breakup.
Yeah,
like
it's a clean
nobody
breakup.
cheated.
It's a clean
just-
break. Okay.
It's just y'all don't want to be together.
That's right where I'm going. So there's a clean break, right? Let's say that you were my girl for 2 years, right? Upgraded you to this lifestyle. Clean break. I'm not going to continue to pay for your lifestyle. But my question is, if we were in this situation, what if there is an exchange or an opportunity for you to learn how to have this lifestyle
Sure.
yourself?
to learn my business acumen and how I became.
Sure. And a lot of women have done that. Sure.
True. So that would be my pushback on that. It's like, okay, well, you guys were together and you're expecting him to give you that grace period in that time frame in order to get your stuff together. But it's just like, yo, like, you've been my girl for this long, and I'm sure that the conversation was there. If you want to learn how to do this, learn how to do this.
But a lot of men in those situations, they don't want their girl to work.
Okay.
They want her to look like this.
Right.
We're not thinking about all the scenarios here.
Okay.
This guy, majority of, especially I would say older wealthy men,
Uh-huh.
they want their woman at home looking good, working
Right,
out,
right.
and they don't want her to work, and they don't allow her to work, and they put everything in their name purposely. This is the
Okay.
exchange of goods.
Is this a part of the patriarchy?
Yes,
Okay.
it's part of everything's a part of the patriarchy. But I'm just saying,
You're
it's,
not wrong.
I could have paid off your debt and copped you a driver. Ash knows what I'm saying.
I was like, what? I'm lost.
It's a reference.
It's a line.
But you get what I'm saying? Like, I'm saying, of course, like, there are plenty of women who were smart and said, you know what? I know this may not last forever, so I'm going to do my due diligence and I'm going to make a name for myself. And a lot of women have companies and things and like that.
Okay.
But I'm using the example of a lot of times it's not like that.
So let me play devil's advocate because she was vague in this situation.
Quick question.
Yeah,
Go for it.
Just a quick note. Segue into that other part.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Yeah.
What if she called the relationship quits?
Oh, absolutely. Right. Absolutely. What I'm saying is that I don't think this situation at all, no one should be funding anyone else. I don't think that's right.
Okay, so if she...
But I'm saying there is an issue with that transaction in general.
Okay, cool.
And it is a messy situation when you end, because if you are funding someone, that is...
I'm going to need them keys back.
I mean,
But
it is. It's wrong.
in the
It's
instance, though, that she ended the situation and she's still expecting that 2 to 3 to 4 or however long grace period in order to find herself another place, car, and another situation, a stream of income, like, can we weigh that out? Like, is that something that she should be absolutely entitled to, or should you have been on your P's and Q's, especially if you're the one who cut the relationship?
Absolutely. But I'm saying I think there needs to be a responsibility for that person. You know what that means when you're funding someone. You have power and control over someone else.
And because you brought them into that situation that you knew that they couldn't necessarily sustain.
It's not like this man was oblivious to the fact that she had nothing.
So, okay.
He knew that.
A lot of men do take pride in.
I'm gonna take this on
It's
a
control.
much lower level.
Okay.
Right.
So, me and my first girlfriend, she was on my phone bill, and we broke up. And it was an amicable breakup. There was some bullshit involved, but I was like, all right, whatever the case, we can be peaceful about this. I told her, I says, hey, I know you still need to figure out the phone situation. Take a couple months, do what you got to do. Just
Right.
peacefully. You need the information, get it off. Let me know. I got it for you. No big deal.
Right.
Like 7-8 months go by. I'm working at a cell phone company at this point, so like my bill isn't that expensive, so I'm not really noticing it. And then I get a phone bill in the mail, and there's shit charged on it. How the fuck is there shit charged?
Yeah.
on it?
I've been on the
I gotta do
opposite
it.
end of this.
So I look at the phone bill and her number that is still on my account,
Oh,
and
that's
now she's charging shit. I was so furious.
Of course.
I just cut the phone off. I immediately
Because you
canceled the
gave her
number.
time. No, you gave her time.
But when you give somebody time, even when you're trying to be quote unquote sensitive to the situation, people are gonna
Sure.
take it a little bit longer. It's like, how long can I get away with this?
Right. But my thing is that, again, that situation is totally different, because that's a phone bill versus a house, a car, your livelihood. When you take on that responsibility of another person's life with their home, with their car, all of these things, that's a different level of responsibility.
I'll say, yes, the situation is different, but people, how they react to shit is the same. Let me see how long I can get away with this.
So then why do it? Why don't you marry someone in your like, why don't you date somebody in your tax bracket? If you're rich, why don't you date somebody you're rich? Because they want power and control over that woman, and they want to be able to take it away as soon as they're not serving her anymore.
Compatibility goes way further than money.
Yes, but that girl is not compatible with that man. She had a great body and she looks good. And that is exactly why he went for her.
Okay.
And that is majority of the situations when there's a very rich a man,
It's more so
and a
transactional.
young. I'm saying, like, this is I would love to say they were in love, but I don't think that's true. What I'm saying is that,
You don't think it was forever?
yeah, if you
been the real thing, man.
if you are gonna snatch something away from somebody like that, then why aren't you getting rich girls then who can make it on their own? You're getting poor girls on purpose so that you can have all the power over that relationship, point blank period. And you could probably step out and you can do whatever you want because she gonna be there at the end of the day,
Speaking of snatch,
period.
Yo,
Hey.
yeah.
I'm low key good at this.
That was a nice bounce pass. I'll take it. All right.
Speaking of snatch, I got it.
Look. So I'll get mad personal, right? I'm being pressured every time that I have a conversation with the mother of my child.
It's all right.
Guys, I'm gonna get so much shit for this episode. But go on.
No, run it.
And we get shit every now and again. Who gives a fuck?
Okay, so check this out. We had a child, right? Obviously, women's bodies are affected by childbirth, right? There's been this constant push, and I've even got bullet points on why it's important.
Oh, she hit you with the PowerPoint?
Yeah. What benefits I might get from, but I should fund a BBL to get your body right because you birthed my child.
I apologize for whatever about to happen next.
I was like, I needed the crickets. Like,
I had to get that apology in. That's the only reason why. So how old is your son?
He is 11.
There's an expiration date on it.
I think so too.
and also, I don't. Okay, I have never birthed a child, so please, if I'm being insensitive, I'm so sorry. But does it affect your butt?
Yes.
I don't fucking know.
I guess it affects every area of your life.
Let's just say it affects every.
You do have a mom. People got mom butts.
There was a change in my fiance's body after my son was born.
Do you have to hear? Did you have to hear about it?
No, there was it's weird. I'm gonna just shut up.
Okay, I got it.
It's safer.
You can roll out. You can roll
say
out.
nothing.
You can roll
Yeah,
out.
but women's bodies change. Period.
Yeah, no. I don't
that's a
know if
great
what I'm
point.
saying is correct or not, or I'm not trying to be offensive. I'm just gonna shut up. I have to sleep with my wife, so let me just shut up.
she knows it's all jokes. But
She's gonna like murdering
but
you.
look,
in your
check this
sleep.
out. Check this out.
I'm gonna get in trouble just for that anyway.
We'll have conversations, and it'll start off as jokes. But
it's facts,
this
though.
has been going on for the past 2 months. So like, there's homegirls that like with FaceTime and whatnot. She's at work. We're talking about things regarding Dom. Homegirl that I'm cool with, one of my friends or whatever. She's like, "Yo, so let me talk to you about this BBL, right? And why it's important that you get it for her." It's like, fam, if you don't get the fuck off of my phone.
Has she like manipulated all the women around you? It's like, no, he needs to pay for this.
Yes,
How much is a BBL? It's expensive.
it's like $4,000.
And she has like a whole recovery period as well.
True, but we're starting around the $4,000 range.
That's not too bad.
Okay, now check this out though. So I was like, "Yo, you keep beating me down." I was like, "What benefits do I get
That's
out of
what-
this?" And she was like, "I'll send you pictures." I was like, "Fam, I can see this on Instagram." I can see
Welcome to
this on
2021, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
Can I ask her, why does she want it?
probably the same reason that I said what does it benefit me? Because of Instagram.
She wants it because of Instagram?
I'm talking shit.
Oh.
I don't think it has anything. I'm staying away from the serious
Like it's
side
an
of it.
insecurity or something that she has, or
But I mean, to be real with you, I can completely understand. It's nothing super crazy, but you want that snapback. And a lot of times that doesn't happen as much as, you know what I mean? You can definitely work out and eat right and do everything you need to, but some things do not go back to how they were after childbirth.
Of course.
So, and it was just like, when you hear that, you just like, damn, I did put that in you and on you. It's like, but you wanted it. And we agreed to have the child.
My son came out small, so I didn't feel very.
Yo, that wasn't
I didn't
crazy.
feel very.
That wasn't crazy.
You guys
but-
carrying somebody for 9 months, whether they're small or big, I'm sure that affects your life.
Listen, these are
Giving birth, yeah.
these are things that I'm getting hit with, and I'm just like, okay, that's a valid point there. I was like, okay, well, expiration date, like Zach said, expiration date, right?
Let me ask you, would you do it?
If she's mine, you don't belong to me.
This is another conversation of men. Should men pay for that?
But listen, this is the whole reason why it works very good. And thank you for the alley-oop. Because listen, if you're not mine, why in the world would I set up to assist that? And I get a monthly picture?
Yeah, and if she's with somebody else, she's not gonna send you pictures.
Fam, I'm not about to invest $4,000 into the
picture.
next situation.
Subscribe to an OnlyFans. It's way cheaper.
There's a lot of BBLs on the timeline.
But I wonder if
a lot of BBLs on OnlyFans.
yo, and
For $5 a month.
But listen, I've heard celebrities say it's like, yeah, I bought her body.
Okay,
And
but
we broke up.
This goes back to the conversation. This
Exactly.
goes back to the
and
conversation.
that's why. And
if
Ray
you
alley-oop
want a
again.
certain look, then if you want a certain look,
Right.
and that is the exchange of goods,
But what
okay?
about what
Because
about-
you look like a freaking idiot, and I look like this.
But what about the non-refundables? Do I get my money back?
But
That's
what if-
again, you want a certain type of woman. You want that.
Right.
That's
what
what
if
you're
he
investing.
paid? But what if he paid for the BBL?
And then she broke up
He's
with him.
not asking for
Let
money
me ask
back.
you. Let me
He's
ask you
not
something.
asking money back.
He's
for the
an
BBL.
idiot then.
He's not asking money back for the BBL, but he is saying, "I'm done paying for the rest of this shit."
Right.
Again, I'm going to reiterate this,
Okay.
okay? I'm going to reiterate this. There is a different kind of power dynamic there.
You're right.
When you are controlling someone's finances in the house that they live in the car that they drive, and you chose, nobody forced your hand, nobody put a gun to your head and say, buy this woman a BMW. You chose to do that. And now you're going to rip that from under her because you're no longer with her. That to me is a form of control and abuse,
Okay.
in my opinion. And again, I know she signed up for it just as much as you did,
Right.
but there's got to be accountability both ways.
Okay.
My thing is that she should not be entitled to money or anything like that. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying, why did this man do it? And we're only blaming her. We need to blame him as well.
Heard you. So
Sorry, I'm off
No,
now.
no, I got you. So quick question. Do you think I'm being bullied into something that I'm not responsible for?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Statute of limitations already passed.
Okay, cool.
And again,
Round of applause for that.
Now,
Hey, you're not getting it.
and mind you,
Shout out to her, by the way.
Yeah, much
no,
love, much love
respect to her for hustling. I feel her.
Hey, check this out. She's staying on it. Y'all heard it the last time that
Maybe
we
you'll
recorded.
give in one day.
No, she shot the pitch the last time that we recorded.
I remember.
I was in the hallway. It's like, fam, I'm not getting you. Yeah, you know.
And like I said, I mean, I do get it. You guys do have a relationship, where, even
course.
though it's not a romantic relationship right now.
But it's a great relationship, and we can joke about shit
And
like
mind
that.
you, she good for her for
Yeah.
shooting her shot.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not. I don't.
Trying to
I
get that
didn't say you-
financing. I understand.
I don't think anyone's entitled to paying for anybody's anything.
Right.
In my opinion.
Right.
But
I strong. No, you can do the round of.
no,
you
you
got
get a real one.
however,
Right.
I'm gonna right. However, if there's an exchange of goods, if you want a girl that looks like that,
right. Be prepared for what comes with that.
then you need to finance her because that's the exchange of goods.
Okay.
You film?
That
feel me?
That finger is strong.
Because I'm done with it.
I
Because
heard
I don't know. I strike a nerve with that because I hear a lot of guys being like, this is all she wants and da da, and she's a gold digger and she's this and this. She's a leech.
You set it up that way, brother.
Yeah, she's sucking everything out of me. And I'm like, oh, but you want her to look like that. You want her to dress to the nines. You want a little arm candy when you
Right.
walking out.
It's transactional.
Yeah, you want the best looking girl ever, but you don't want to fund her.
But
there's an
that's-
exchange there.
and that's what comes with being in that position of power. Like,
Yes, sir.
Especially if money is the center of that, you are holding the one universal power that absolutely everybody wants.
Yeah, it's very manipulative. And also, I will argue too, it's so funny because they want a beautiful girl. They're not going to take anything less than that.
Right.
So how come she can't take anything less than that? If she's getting an ugly dude and he's old, and if she gets the money out of that and he gets the beautiful young girl, and he'll probably trade her in for another girl, how is that fair? How is that fair?
I hear you. I
Wait,
guess
definitely hear
the
you.
only reason why I have an issue with it is
Sure.
while you're together, everybody do whatever the fuck they want. But the second that the relationship ends,
I think everybody.
Yeah, but if he holds out the power, he can do whatever he wants then.
Okay, but check this out. How is that different from alimony?
It's no different.
that's
Oh, because
I
if they have
guess-
kids.
Okay.
well,
It takes it up a
'Cause
level when it
you
goes
can
that
be
way.
you can be awarded alimony without kids being involved.
No, but the thing of it is, so the kids situation, with the kids, like if they're in school, if they're in the best school, like you want to keep them in that school district. If they're going to hockey and if they're living a certain lifestyle,
Yeah.
you want the kids to
maintain
remain.
that.
Because
But-
if their mom lives in a different area and then
Right.
their dad lives in a different area, they're getting
to go from a condo to
yes.
being poor and whatnot.
Yes.
But
That affects everybody.
alimony is still separate from child support and all that other stuff. So
Okay.
I don't know. I
But
guess
again, if you chose for the woman to be a stay-at-home mom, she should get half the income because y'all chose that.
I
and I personally will never, ever allow my wife to be a stand.
Okay, but Zach, see, this is because you are a healthy individual who's not manipulative and controlling.
Oh no, she tried that shit. She tried that shit.
No, but what I mean, right? What I mean is that like if you are a type of guy who wants your woman to stay at home and she can't make income, you're like, hey, stay at home.
You got to know what comes with it.
Yeah, that's part of the deal.
Those are situations, absolutely. But I have heard of and seen situations where that is not the deal, and alimony is still awarded.
Oh yeah, and like,
and that is where
that's
why alimony for me is like, I was real close to alimony.
Right. Okay. I got you.
And I totally like. I don't understand that because it's hard because I've never been in that situation. But I do think like I said, I think alimony was intentionally for those women.
It was set up for the women who were.
The reason why it was set up, I understand.
Yes.
But the way that it is used.
Oh yeah, it's abused now.
I was fully prepared to quit my job if the court awarded her. I will go sleep in a box. Fuck this.
And
we'll both lose.
And especially when someone treats you so bad.
Yeah.
But aren't there clauses to that? Like a lot of alimonies is because the person cheated.
Yeah, like
out.
if you cheat, you don't get this. If it lasts longer than this many years, you don't get that. You can definitely set up clauses at that.
Because and that hopefully so that men don't have all the control.
Right.
Or whoever's financially
right.
Of
course.
But yeah, I do feel for you, Zach. I'm not trying to say that you.
Oh no, I got away. I'm good.
But maybe there's people who haven't got away too. So we feel for you.
I'm still being harassed, so I don't know how far away you can actually get.
Again, like I said, I'm proud of her. I'm proud of her for shooting her shot.
You go, sis.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here.
And again, $4,000. That's really not that expensive. I thought it was much more expensive.
Whatever. I ain't trying to.
Honestly, I'm on her side. No, just kidding.
Hey, fuck out of here. Hey, this is the Gentlemen's Club podcast.